Hello, you're welcome to Entrepreneurs Corner. This is the program that talks about entrepreneurs and their businesses. So today we have a fast rising entrepreneur in the fashion industry who has been able to create his own style in Gele art. You're welcome to Eco Art Blog. I am Kende Bashir. Right now we'd like to go on a quick break. When we come back, the program continues. Stay with us. All right, welcome back. If you're just joining us, this is Entrepreneurs Corner, where we get to bring in different entrepreneurs to talk about their businesses. So today I have Adeyemi Abayomi Samson. You're welcome.
Thank you so much.
Okay, now who is Yomi Gele?
I'm Adeyemi Abayomi Samson. I hail from Osun State.
Okay.
I was born in Kogi State.
Okay.
So I grew up in Benue State.
Wow.
Then relocated back to Lagos State. So this is where I spent most of my life. Like this is where I grew up. This is where I I became an adult, teenager. Yeah. So I schooled in Benue State.
Okay.
Then due to some crisis, then we had to relocate back to Kogi State, Kaba. So I finished my primary school in Kogi State, that's Kaba. So we relocated back to Lagos. So we came back to Lagos, and I was unable to go back to school due to some reasons. So, but along the line, I went for a trade because when I found out, okay, there's nobody to send me to school, no dad. I lost my dad at a very tender age. That's the main reason why we came to Lagos, because it was my uncle that invited us back to Lagos. So we came back to Lagos and we started a new life in Lagos. So I told my mommy that I wanted to learn the trade. So though I met a friend then, his name is Matthew. So it was not like, guy, it's not really stay for house, find something to do now. So I decided to okay, let me learn the trade. So I went for an aluminium job. So I learned that for like 3.5 years. Yeah. So though I've had this strong passion for education.
Okay, so basically that was how you started your journey and all of that. Okay, now let's talk about your business. Like, what inspired you to go into this Gele making of Gele arts? What inspired you?
Okay, what inspired me to Gele arts? Let me say, Gele, me tying Gele is not what I've ever once sit down and think about that. Okay, this is what I want to do, or this is what I want to become in life. So that fateful day, I was just under depression, which I lost my admission. I couldn't go back to the work I was doing then. So I was now down, due to some reason I couldn't afford the school fees. So I was just inside my house at Okera. So I was just on my phone, Facebook stuff, scrolling down the news feed. So I saw this picture, this Gele picture, and I went to the person's profile. The person's name is Shegun Gele Bubueko. That was then. So I sent him a message on Facebook and I was like, okay, sir, I would love to enroll for your class. I want to become a Gele artist. So he dropped his number. He said I should call him, which I did. Then we met and he signed me, and here I am today. I thank God for my life.
So Abayomi, I can see that creativity is at the heart of your job. Now, how do you ensure constant creativity in your crafts to stay ahead of competitors? Because I know you have competitors out there. So how do you do that?
Yeah, actually, the first thing I did then was I went online. I told my boss. So it was not like he has the boss, so like bosses are Gelegu up there. So are you sure? He said yes. So that he has the bosses too, that I should follow them. So I created my own Instagram page.
Wow.
So he gave me their names, their handle. So I followed them. I followed Oni Gele, I followed T-Boy Gele, I follow Taiwo's Church and Gelelo Gay. So that's how I started seeing some styles that I've never seen before. Which I wondered that is this someone that tied this gele or is machine that arranged this gele. So that was how I had it in my mind that that I've not, like, I'm not even closer at all, that I still need to practice hard. So I started practicing every day. I'll go to their page, I'll watch little of their videos, which is like 2 seconds video, 3 seconds video, most is 5 seconds video, which I will just try and rewatch. I can watch one video for like 50 times. I will just set my gaze on it. I'll continue watching till I get something. So once I grab something, I'll quickly go and practice it, because I wouldn't want to forget what I grabbed from the video. So I will quickly go and practice it, and that's how gradually I started growing. And my boss was like, for the very first day I post on Instagram, which I had about 26,000 viewers on my job. It was just a normal bridal round gele, and my boss called me and was like, Yomi, how did you do it? Wow. So I was amazed, and I was like, it's God's grace, that it's not my power. That even myself, I don't really understand. That day, that fateful day, I knelt down, I thank God, I prayed to God. I was so happy. So that was how I started growing. Then it got to an extent, there's a saying that said the more you practice, the more you get to know it. So it got to an extent whereby I can now develop my own styles, whereby I can just look at the gele and be like, I think I can just do something nice, something different, so I will just try and do it, and it always come out nice. So thank God for that, for that ability.
Very inspiring. Okay, now as a gele artist, or what are those challenges you've been facing or you're facing in this business?
Some of the challenges I've experienced in my life is customer now. This our client. There are some and we have to the first thing you need to do in this work, if you're a guy which you are doing this business, you have to know how to tolerate a woman. Like, you have to tolerate all their behaviors, because women they have this behavior where sometimes they can be like, hey, leave here, listen. So there was this day whereby my boss gave me a client that should go and work for her. I got there, I was tying the gele. She didn't know that the material she gave me was very hard, that I couldn't even, someone that just started gele business. So I spent close to like 30 minutes on her, which I've not even achieved anything. She was so angry. She removed the gele on her head. She chased me out of her house. She insulted me. She was like, if it's my boss that within five minutes that is done with everything, I mean, I'm here disturbing her head since morning. That day I was so I was so down. I was depressed, and I went back home feeling so sad. But I just have that something in me, that strong zeal that I must get there too, because these people too, it's not as if they got it from heaven.
Exactly.
They started from one place too. So anytime I come across any little challenges like that, I just say that encouraging word in my mind that I will surely get there one day. And I thank God for my life. At least I'm trying my best.
Keep trying your best. Okay, so how do you feel when the other gender, this one how do you feel when the other gender see your work? Do you think they see you as a competitor, or they see you as someone they can learn from?
Actually, most people that I've met, like maybe I went for a job, and I'm tying gele, and there's someone, there's always people looking at what you're doing. They'll be like, this guy is good. Or some makeup artists, they'll be like, Mr. Yomi Gele, I want to do upgrade class with you. I love the way you tie. I love your method of tying, and I want to, do some little upgrading, some styles. So most of them, what they do is to enroll. If they admire my work, admire my techniques, the way I tie my gele, they will enroll and we have different class. There's beginner class, there's upgrade class. So most of them come for upgrade class because they already know how to tie. You just need to upgrade in their tying. So they'll come for it, and I thank God that they've never, like, nobody has never asked, complained about me, like maybe I teach them and they didn't get what they paid for. No, something like that has never happened.
So apparently they see you as someone they can learn from.
Yeah.
Good achievement too. So how do you meet up with deadline? For instance, a client comes to your studio and asks you to give her a very nice style on her head, and then she gives you a particular time for you to meet up. How do you meet up with this time?
Yeah, the thing is, if a customer works in with her own style and give me a deadline that I have to finish in the next 5 minutes because she's rushing to the party, so I will try my possible best to give her what she wants within that limited time. And if there's mistake, I'm very sure she will understand. She'll be like, okay, she knows that, okay, the time she gave me is not worth, because all these styles, they are more complicated than each other. Like fan style gele is there from round setting gele and twisting gele too. So all those styles have their own complications, whereby you have to take your time, take your time to arrange your plates, take your time to form your step and everything.
There's a question I want to ask before I ask the last question.
Okay.
Now, would you like, or would you love to further your education on this business?
Sure. So I'm privileged because I still want to go to school. I still want to go to school. The little parts my parents can own in my life, and that's what I'm gaining now, because someone that has just SSC, their English might be somehow bad sometimes, but so I thank God for my background. Though I started from private school, then I ended up in public school. I went to my kindergarten, my nursery, then little part of my primary. It was in private school. Good News, in Benue State. Good News primary school.
Thank you. So inspiring. And what advice would you have to give, or do you have for up and coming entrepreneurs in this business?
The little advice I can give, maybe anybody that is looking up to Yomi Gele, or probably they just want to start this Gele business, I'll give them the advice my boss gave me. That is the very first day I'm privileged to meet Gele Loge in person. It was like, Yomi, the only thing I'll ask you to do is not to give up. You keep on trying. Try to give your best. Practice hard. Try to do something creative. That's how you grow. So that's what I can say to them. They should practice hard. They should be creative, and they should have that strong belief in themselves that they will get there. So, and they will surely get there.
Yeah. Alright, it has been an amazing time with Yomi Gele, and I hope you really enjoyed today's program. Do join us next week as we come with an exciting program on Entrepreneurs Corner. Don't forget to follow us on all our social media platforms at EcoAuthBlog, and don't forget to subscribe, like, and also drop a comment for us in the comment section. I am Kehinde Bashir. Bye till we meet next week.